got so many trays. I need to go to Tray Addiction Anonymous, okay? Okay, so we're gonna do a laundry room and an entryway makeover using this piece of porcelain tile from Home Depot, some alabaster premixed grout, some leather, and we are going to make these shapes and scrunch it. So if you're into videos like this, keep on watching. Morning guys, so we are going to do a laundry room and entryway makeover, and I was scouring Pinterest and I was like, I need some inspiration. So we're going to use this to just like as a jump off point of our styling choices for the laundry room. We're also going to take a trip to Home Goods to see if they have any goodies. Of course, we're probably going to find something. Also, I have this whole bag of hardware, and we are going to replace the knobs because everything being black, it kind of is a little Amazonish to me when you have all black hardware and knobs. Kind of over that. I was into that last year, and we're going to go, we have a couple different options. We have the brushed gold, the shiny gold, and of course the black. And I think we're going to just stick with the brush gold hardware. We're going to scour our house, or my house I should say, our house at this point, for some vintage objects. I've been in the sun, and something in the backyard, I think it's ragweed, something is giving me like the worst eye allergies. So I feel like my eyes are all puffy, so I only have like some Aquaphor on my face. So excuse the look, you guys. Excuse the bare face. Actually, I've been barefaced a lot, but now I'm just barefaced and puffy. But let's start with a trip to Home Goods. So this trip to Home Goods, I wasn't really sure what I was looking for, but I wanted the laundry room to be old world European. I really liked that Asian vase. It was like $300 or $400, a little bit big. I liked this tray because it was like a world traveler. But then I was thinking, my laundry room, when you stand in the entryway and you look to the right, you can see it from the dining room and the living room. So I really need a cohesive look. And so I need to keep that in mind when I'm picking out decor. I really like this section right here. That little tray was just amazing. I had never seen anything like it. One was $39, one was $29, and I might just have to go back and get it because I keep thinking about it. Okay, so I only got one thing from Home Goods. I'm just trying to be, again, super mindful. About what I bring into my home. They had a lot of cute things, but I just picked up one little sphere that we are going to save for when we do the entryway makeover. But let's start with the laundry room and get this material on top of the folding table. So this process was so easy and seamless with this pre-mixed grout. We chose the color alabaster. Actually, the first time around I went with brown. It just looked dirty. So I went on top of it with alabaster, and you can always use grout on top of grout. It'll cure just fine. Just make sure you wipe it off before it dries too hard. A couple times I waited a few hours and I just had waited too long. But don't worry guys, if you do accidentally wait too long, there is a trick. Not only should you use a lot of water immediately to wipe away the grout, well, at least after like 10 minutes, wipe away the grout. You can always use a little trick by grabbing a razor blade and just going along the edges, and you will solve your problem. Like that's even a day later. All you need to do is scrape it with a razor blade. If you're using stone, porcelain, quartz, granite, a razor blade will be just fine. I've gathered some items. I have this vintage frame I got while out thrifting. Really nice patina. You can see how old it is. Look at the back. super duper old. So I got that a couple years ago. I have some vases. This one's new, this one's thrifted. I have a few pieces of art. This one I got online, I think Etsy. And this is a frame I purchased Facebook Marketplace, but then this art, I went to the AKG Buffalo Art Museum, and I just purchased this little print, printed it out, and just adhered it to the back. Real simple. Whoa. Also purchased, no, actually I had these in my stash. This little canister, I just put some various dryer balls. Have you guys ever used these wool dryer balls? I never have, but I figured we would give it a try. So I just have that gold canister. I have this vintage pot from Ukraine. Funny story, when I got this, there was actually a cigarette butt in it. So you know it's from the old country, so to speak. So I got that. Okay, some other items. I have 3 brand new towels. I have 2 tablecloths from Walmart, which I figured we would do a window treatment with. And then we have this paper mache bowl, which I got thrifting, with these little green faux boxwoods I purchased off Amazon. They still have the tags on them. There's some potpourri. This little thing smells very good, by the way. I also purchased this laundry basket. I don't know if we're gonna use it. So I got this one. And then I purchased a canister, and I filled it with some laundry soap. We usually use the Tide Pods, which I have in a different cabinet, but I figured for my son that can't reach that cabinet, he could use this, okay? So we are gonna arrange all these things and see if we have a cute look for summer. Oh, also got this laundry canister. It's magnetic, and you can use it for lint that comes out the dryer. It came with this. I don't really know what this is for. If anybody knows, let me know. And, you know, guys, I didn't want to put a laundry sink. You know why? There are 4 sinks downstairs. There's a sink in this bathroom. There's a sink in the bar, the mini bar. Right there, there's a sink. There's a sink in the kitchen. And there's another sink in the other bathroom. So that makes 4 sinks. 4 sinks down here. So if I were to add 1 more sink, it'd be 5 sinks. I think that's a bit excessive. Not to mention the 2 bathrooms that are upstairs. So I decided to omit the sink down here because there's already all the wiring and everything to add water. But I figured we don't need it. Do the fun stuff, which is decorating. Okay, so I have these flowers, which are pretty much spent. So we can use 3. I think that would be perfect. And I actually do like how they look a little bit spent already. Okay, so in a perfect world, I would have this whole back wall with German schmear. You know German schmear? It's like faux. Well, in my case, I would use faux stone. Not faux stone, but instead of like pieces of stone, it'd be like slivers of stone because I want it to lay flat against the wall. And then I do a heavy grout where it's like you don't just grout the grout lines, you also grout a little bit on top of the face of the stone. And it's called a German schmear. So I would love to have a German schmear because I kind of want to give this an old world European type of laundry room look. But since I don't have that, let's just focus on the window treatments. And rather than go buy something new, I had these tablecloths in my stash from Walmart. And each end had a little tassel, and I cut the tassels off. And I have a tension rod right there. So why don't we just drape these tablecloths in half and kind of give it like a haphazard linen wall window treatment effect. Nothing too cutesy, nothing too perfect, like Roman shades, how they're like perfect. This is gonna be like the opposite of a Roman shade. It's kind of gonna look more like old world European. I guess that's the look I'm going for in this particular space. Okay, so this is pretty much how I wanted it to look. There's a little mistake right here where it looks a little bunched up, so we can just fix that a little bit. But this is kind of like the look I'm going for, like just like linen, like pretend it's linen and we just draped it there. So I had a few different finishes to choose from. I could have used this bright gold, but I decided to go for a more antique aged gold look because I want to go for like an old European style laundry room. And I was searching Pinterest and not a lot came up, but I figured to just use, you know, some common sense and judgment. Okay, so now let's address this little countertop. So I have this paper mache bowl. And then this, I don't really think we're gonna use this because I already have the clear glass vase. Losing petals, guys, losing petals.
Right.
Yeah, I like the way it just sits. It rests better.
White.
I lost this little mount. Okay, one option is to replace a couple of these. Like this one. Let's see. What do we think? Which one do we like better? Okay, before we finish the laundry room makeover, let's take a quick break and focus on the entry room just to regroup. The entry room is really the first thing you see when you walk into my home. So let's focus on that area. Okay, so the next thing I did is I repainted this whole console. It was like a yellowish color and I accidentally deleted the footage, but I painted it this creamy color by Sherwin-Williams. It's called Lime Wash and it's the perfect off-white. It has a warmth to it, but it's not yellowish, it's not greenish, it's not pinkish. I don't really know how to describe it because this color right here is marshmallow and it has a hint of warmth, with which you can see, but this color right here is called Lime Wash. So I painted this whole thing Lime Wash and then I created this mirror treatment. Now this mirror, it used to be a hot pink and it was really pretty vinyl, but I was just sick of the hot pink color. Even though I'm doing this a refresh for summer, I just wanted something a little more neutral. So I went to Joann's and I got this vinyl. It looks like leather, but it's actually vinyl. And I created tubes. All you do is cut rectangles, stitch them together, flip. Okay, you cut rectangles, you stitch them together, right sides facing each other, then you flip it inside out. So probably the hardest part is flipping it inside out. And then I put a little batting inside. Batting is like a cottony type of material. I put just a tiny bit of batting inside and I scrunched it up. And then I used double-sided tape and I adhered it all around the frame. And I think it gives a really nice look. So I have something similar over here, except this one is created where I made it puffier. So I use this really pretty vinyl that has like a diamond embossing, but I filled it much more with the batting. Whereas this one over here, I created it a little bit flatter because I wanted it to be a little more like crunched. Actually, look, I gotta cut the strings. But I wanted it to be a little more crunched and scrunched and a little less puffy. But I love the way it looks. And I'm gonna show you the next piece that we created for this fluted console. Okay, so I have a couple little items here that I wanna show you. I created this by adding these marble little pillars to the bottom of this. This started out smooth. And all I did was I added the grout And then I went over the alabaster grout with white paint. I did a similar look to this little vase right here, but I just wasn't that happy with the finished look. But this is just a little video to show you how I actually created. It's super simple. You just cover it with your pre-mixed grout and then you go over it with your color of choice. But this is totally giving me the Kelly Wearstler vibe, so let's add it to the console. Okay, so I have this travertine piece I got from Home Goods. I love the texture. It is gorgeous. It pairs nicely. And I guess I'm going for a monochromatic look over here. I didn't really mean to. I didn't intend to. It's a little bit Kim K, but hey, I've been doing the neutrals for a long time. And even though I'm really trying to incorporate color in my house, this is just gonna be a little monochromatic moment. So let's add this little piece that we created, and it looks good. And so really the only item that I got from Home Goods was this travertine cube. And I like how you have that little splotch. Then you have this. You know what? I have a feeling this is filled in with resin, that it was a big hole because it doesn't feel like stone. But anyhow, it's a little flat right here, which is perfect. And we can just add it to the console. I got this console off Facebook Marketplace. It was like a little fluted piece. And I have this other piece that I got at Ross. It's funny because you'll notice a lot of the stone is coming out of India, which is great. I hope the people are making money and it's not some like colonizer capitalizing for the win. But anyhow, out of my control for now. So let's add that there. And I think that looks pretty sick. I mean, I can always switch this out. The beauty about consoles is that you can just switch them out whenever you get tired of the look. I'm always switching out this console. I think we did this in the last video. I'll try to link it if I can remember. But yeah, you can always switch out your console decor as you go. Nothing is permanent when it comes to console and shelf styling. So I think for now, this is really cute. It's a good ultimate summer refresh. We just basically gave ourselves a monochromatic moment for our entryway. So yes, my house has huge ceilings, so it can be kind of hard on what to do, but it also gives you a lot of creativity because there's a lot of space to work with. And I'm a mother of 8, so you are gonna find things here and there that are out of place, like the shelf right there, my husband's shirt, etc. Good morning, it is the next day. Let's show you what I got. I had to go back to Home Goods. I just wasn't happy with, you know what's irritating me? This color blue. Even though this laundry soap smells hecka good, I'm like, we could do better than that. So I'm gonna show you a few items that I got. Let me close off the house because, you know, my house is very noisy. So from Home Goods, remember this tray that we saw? That has like, it's like a world traveler, tropical palm trees. So I purchased this because just to add a little injection of brown to go with the frames and just a little color. So I got that. And then I thought, well, I need something to corral the items. And while I have a lot of baskets, I don't have the right size. And this one was $6.99, so I got that. I figured it could go in here somewhere. Then I got 2 more towels for the video because I had a pool party and everybody was like, I need a towel. And instead of going in the towel cabinet, they went and grabbed some of my new towels. So I got some towels. So now that I have a grouping of 3. Then, what is this? I don't remember. Oh, candle. I got this little masculine themed. It smells really good. It's called Ivy League, whipped in the USA. So I got that. A couple more things. Then I got this. What is it called? It's a riser. It was $12.99, natural marble, and it's, I can't read it, I have my glasses on. It's basically a riser. this is another piece because what I want to do is a couple weeks worth of that powder and put it in here with the little scooper because I don't like the way the blue looks. I wish it was white, but it's not. These 3 marble features, which will be good. So let's try to just restyle this folding table.
If we could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder if we could run it back, if we could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder if we could run it back? All of the things I didn't know, I had to get out down the road inside of the same old, caught in the circles round they go. It's hard when you keep close, rewind with my eyes closed. I need a breather.
I had to get some scissors because I wasn't quite sure what I was going to be keeping. I'm definitely going to keep this marble riser because this could be good too if you have like a dinner party, charcuterie board. You can have different layers, you know, things low, things high. So I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep this tray, even though I have like, you guys, I've got so many trays. I need to go to Tray Addiction Anonymous, okay? But for now, we will start styling. Oh, I think I'm gonna keep this basket too. So take these off. And we have our little new trash bin right here, remember? Down below. All right, so let's get to styling. This is the fun part. Okay, we are done. This is my fully functioning laundry room. I added some decor. I didn't overdo it. Over time, these can move, but it's always good to invest in a couple little marble pieces whenever you throw a party, whatever. This is a little cleaning station. I might eventually add one more sink. I don't know, guys. Actually, this will make the 6th sink. I recounted because there's 2 sinks right there, a bunch over there. That'll make the 6th sink if I add one, but I kind of want a mop sink so I can have a real deep sink. Anyhow, we are done. We've added our little touches. We have our vintage paired with our new. Again, some vintage paired with the new. A little masculine touch in here just because we have repetition of hardware. And then we have this whole space, all this real estate just for towels. I'm not the best folder, but that's just for towels. That's just for linen. Over there is the mop and the broom. Up there is more blankets. And then I have a whole closet over here, guys, just for more downstairs blankets, okay? You're not gonna believe this. Look, it's a mess, but look, just for blankets and, like, you know, those foam mattresses that you can sleep on. This whole closet just for blankets. So, and then my house is my canvas. It's ever evolving, but for now, we have our little neutral entryway, perfect for summer. Even though I took away the pink, it's still a bright summery vibe because we have the pinks and the bright pops of color over there. If you want to see how I created that, I'll link the video. But I'm gonna end the video here. Thanks for following along. I know this was a long one. I was advised to make a little longer YouTube videos. I hope you guys like it, and I hope you stay to the end. So I'll see you guys on the next time because I have plenty of housework to do. Bye.
Red, sound.